It's your big homie Freak. I want to talk about the Nick Saban thing. I'm going to break it down really quick. I'm not going to take up too much of your time. So I'm just going to bring up 3 instances. Okay, remember back when Alabama was having slow linebackers like Trey Dupreece, and all those guys? And a lot of schools were hitting Alabama with the up-tempo. Remember that? So what did Nick Saban do? He went to the media and said, he complained about, hey, my players don't have enough time to get set up, and you have offensive linemen going downfield more than 5 yards, so you can't get your linebackers to read the keys because linemen are showing run because they're coming upfield. So he complained about it. Nothing was done. So what did he do? He adjusted. And he started doing the same thing. He brought Tua in, and the offense is taking off, right? So he complained about that, and he got better and adopted those ways and took off. So the next thing happened was the transfer portal. That's when we had Maurice Smith, who wanted to transfer to University of Georgia, and Saban tried to block it. Everybody was calling him a hater. He don't want to see the kids do good, yada, yada, yada. And he expressed his feelings like, hey, look, is this where you all want college football to go? Those are his exact words. So players started saying, the fans started calling Saban hater again. So what did Saban do? He started bringing in hella talent. He started bringing in, like this past year, he brought in J-Mo. And the guy just exploded. He exploded on the college football scene. So now Saban is crying and complaining about the NIL. Now, from listening to the interview, he never said, hey, I disagree with it. He just said, hey, we aren't buying players. And when he says we aren't buying players, he's saying that Alabama's not putting it out. Hey, look, any player that comes to Alabama gets an NIL deal. He's not saying it, and that's what other schools are doing. So right now, Saban is saying, "Is that what you all want to do?" So I don't think y'all are catching the pattern. Saban, he complains about it and says, "Is this where you want to go?" And he says, "Y'all say yes, obviously," and he goes there and goes above and beyond, and he excels in it. So that's that on the Nick Saban thing. I want to speak on Jackson State as well and Coach Prime and how he's headstrong on this we don't have to pay for players thing. When last year and the year before it was, hey, we want the same opportunity as the big dogs. Well, the big dogs are paying for players now. So I'm not understanding why why he's dead set on telling the world that, hey, we don't have to pay for our players. Our players are just going to come here and get their education, and the NIL thing will work itself out. No, like kids are their parents. The parents are struggling at home. There's no reason in the world for a kid to be able to leave his house in the 12th grade and it comes down to going to an HBCU and going to a Power 5. The HBCU saying, hey, come here just because just cause. But the Power 5 is saying, hey, come here and we're going to make sure your family's taken care of. We're going to hit you with enough money to make sure your family's taken care of. Even if the NFL doesn't work out, you'll still be a millionaire. Now, HBCUs at the level that Dion is at, or Coach Prime, they have some of those resources. So why is he dead set on putting this out that, hey, you don't need money to take care of your family right now? Like, to me, it doesn't make sense. If you want these kids to start coming to HBCUs, the number one athletes or number one players in the nation, you're gonna have to do more than just say, hey, look, come play for me because I'm one of your own. Being one of my own don't put food on my mom's plate. So if I come play for you, and I get hurt, a career-ending injury up front, and I didn't have an NIL deal, now, I'm assed out. Whereas I could have gone, I just don't understand that. I think it's counterproductive. I think Dion needs to put his pride aside in this particular instance and welcome the thought of, okay, yeah, we got money. That's why we bringing the big guys in. All right, Big Homie Freak out.